The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Panthers and the Niners, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Young. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Here's Young from the shotgun. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. To the air once more, Young. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Carolina punt team out there led by Johnny Hecker. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And as we continually grade players, especially quarterbacks, how about this young man? 2nd year in the NFL, guided his team into the playoffs, and now he wants to show the world that they should buy in on him because he wants to evolve from that young quarterback to that true team leader that takes his team deep in the playoffs.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8. Near his goal line, here's Purdy. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we got no shot. You've got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. It's Young off play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. And now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Again, it's Young. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Here's Purdy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. pressure the quarterback, and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 72 yards. And the Panthers will strike first here, this wild card matchup. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McLeod. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This caught by Latu, the tight end. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 12. Now Purdy. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wishnowsky on to punt as he sends this one away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Second down, back to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now 3rd down and 7. Young to throw it. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's interesting how we label routes. You know, some people might call this a hitch. For me, a hitch is a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage, about 1 to 3 yards deep. A lot of people might call this a dig route, going this deep on a 3rd and 7 to pick up the first down. Others just call it a stick route. Get to the right point, stick in that spot, and let them hit you with a pass. No matter what, they did pick up the first down. It's a second down run with Sanders. Shoves him aside near the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. From the 29, here's second down and 7. Throwing, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Young on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From the red zone now, Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Adam Thielen. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. On first down, Purdy. Samuel bringing in the slant. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Runs through the contact. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now Samuel. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Shaq Thompson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one.
64-yard attempt.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Well, he does have a good leg. I'll give him that. But not that good.
Not by a long shot.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now here's Young. For Marshall, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Niners' 12-yard line.
They'll throw again. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he... And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-0. Ray McLeod to return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Niners set to take over on offense. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now, start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Back to throw, Purdy. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
That gain on third down, good for 28.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, it's Purdy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the Panthers' 13-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. That's caught by Jennings. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give him credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman.
We'll start
Take it
over
away,
in
Coach.
Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, where it was the Cowboys who get the win at home. Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. The Cowboys are ready to make some noise in the playoffs as they finish off a 13-4 regular season. As for our game, it has been very one-sided in that first half. But you can't take anything for granted in playoff football. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Shrugs him off. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
At the 7-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Purdy from the gun. That is caught. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel from 6 yards away. And the Niners are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Time now for Terrace Marshall and this Carolina offense to begin their next series. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense.
As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So potentially a big turnaround brewing to begin this third quarter as this defense forces a much-needed turnover.
Yeah, this is a team starting to work in concert now, right? They went out and got a touchdown to start the second half, and now they get the football right back.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. There he goes, left side. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 11. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's brought down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. It's Young off play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Here is Young. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Just get rid of it.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important three, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over. The
football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Brock Purdy and the 49ers out for their next possession. Last drive, surgeon-like, dare I say, 7 for 7. That'll help your QB rating.
It will indeed, won't it? Can you figure out QB rating? Can you do it? Can you do the formula?
No, I just know the higher the number, the better.
Yeah, that's what I've been told,
That's what I know.
I know that in the NFL, 158.3 is the number they're all trying to get to. I think he was that on that last drive.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy going for it all. That is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. This is Jennings. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. This one not in the win column just yet, but on the road is the 6th seed. They are close to pulling off the upset.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx them. I'm like you. It's not over yet, but I'm going to go ahead and project here. Win this one. Think about the momentum now that you carry, right? You carry that forward. And look, home field's a big deal in the playoffs, but the really good teams, and we've seen it plenty of times in NFL history, they can go on the road and win. And a win here would allow them to do exactly that.
Of course, the road doesn't get much easier as you have to face the top seed next week, but they'll deal with that then.
Hey, they'll take this win and take on the top seed anywhere because they're still in the playoffs and still alive for a chance at the Super Bowl.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Panthers.
Young working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Young will set to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Young throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. Now Young running the option left. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more.
Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. McLeod now on the return. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we got an injury here. And I believe, yes, that's the wideout, Adam Thielen. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Purdy to throw it on first down. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. The throwing here, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Gets around him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Purdy sets up to throw again. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And quickly, they get to the line. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Purdy, big 4th down play. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Purdy now to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. good. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. It's caught. Mitchell. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Here's Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing, Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. Touchdown 49ers. Jerron Jennings. 40 yards. And the Niners have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Young. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
And there it is, that symbol that ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before